Hey, and welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show. And thanks to you, we did it. We accomplished our goal of 200,000 subscribers by yesterday, by the end of the weekend. So now we're on our journey to 250,000 subscribers. So do me a favor, make sure you like and you share with a friend. All right. The other day, this is really one of those things that I need you to pay attention to because it goes right to the essence of Trump and his sycophantic liars. The other day, Dana Bash interviewed Lara Trump. Remember, she's the wife of Eric Trump and now the head of the RNC. And she was interviewed on CNN about Trump's lies, about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's hurricane response. And of course, I'm talking about Hurricane Helene. And I want to show you two parts from that interview. Really super important. So please make sure you stay with me. All right. First, I want you to watch the clip of Dana asking Lara what she thinks about Trump spreading misinformation. This is fantastic. Play that clip.
Laura, I want to ask you about something that the former president said last night on that stage, specifically about Hurricane Helene in your home state of North Carolina. He said that FEMA is only offering $750 to Americans who have had their homes destroyed. That's not true. He's also echoing conspiracy theorists online who falsely claim that the administration is redirecting disaster money for undocumented immigrants. That's also not true. Why is he spreading misinformation in a crisis like that? And does that concern you about your fellow North Carolinians and how and whether they could actually get help?
I'm incredibly concerned in North Carolina. I hear every day from people on the ground there, and they are desperate for help. It is a dire situation there. I actually think we don't even know the extent yet of truly how bad it is there. And look, Kamala Harris did come out and say it's $750 per family right now. The idea that we've spent $650 million in fiscal year 24 on the migrant crisis that Kamala Harris was responsible for stopping, and by all accounts, she created by having an open door policy at our southern border,
but
is
Laura,
infuriating.
Laura, let me just stop you right there.
Of this country.
Let me just stop you right there because I just want to not let this get out there. You are right that FEMA is giving $750, but that is a first step. It's for immediate needs. It's called the serious needs assistance.
Dana, and said that they are out of money in terms of their hurricane relief. We have another hurricane heading towards Florida right now.
What they have said is that there is money
right now. Why don't they have anything in order? Why is it that right now the citizens in Western North Carolina are screaming for help, and it's having to come from local citizens? People from my hometown of Wilmington are driving across the state 6 hours to go to the mountains and help people.
It is bad.
Where is our federal government? Why are they out of money?
It is bad there, but my question is about the misinformation, particularly the notion that they are moving money to migrants, you say undocumented migrants, which FEMA says flatly is not true. And if people are not getting correct information, then they can't go for assistance as they have been asked for.
Yeah. Again, Dana Bash was incredibly calm and reserved. I would not have been that way. Hence why I guess you like the show raw and unfiltered. I would have said to Lara, with all due respect, shut the fuck up. Okay? Either answer the question or just say, I don't want to answer. Don't insult my intelligence. Don't insult the intelligence of the viewer by sitting here and going right back to your playbook of misinformation, disinformation, and Trump malinformation, because that's all that they know how to do. Well, the Kamala Harris, Joe Biden policy on open door, that's not even the question. Nor, number one, it's not relevant to the question. And two, it's just not accurate. It's a lie. And how do you know that it's a lie? Because Dana Bash then shows Lara the moron, and she is a fucking moron. I mean, this is a girl who wanted her big goal in life was to open up her own bakery. All right. Now, all of a sudden, she's a somebody because she married the dumbest of the children of Trump, Eric Trump. So she shows Lara what Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina, all right, Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina said about the hurricane response by Biden and by FEMA. Play that clip.
I just want to quickly play what Senator Tom Tillis.
Let me just say for 1 second.
Go ahead.
You have migrants being housed in luxury hotels in New York City. We have paid so much money from our tax dollars into the crisis that didn't need to happen. We could redirect money to help people immediately on the ground in North Carolina or in Florida, where we're probably going to have a situation coming up in the next several days.
That's a separate tranche of money. That's a separate tranche of money. I want you to listen to.
I want you to. This migrant crisis hasn't been a disaster for every American. It is a big problem,
but that has nothing to do with the people in your home state right now. I want you to listen to what the Republican senator from North Carolina, Tom Tillis, said about the rescue and recovery efforts.
I'm actually impressed with how much attention was paid to a region that wasn't likely to have experienced the impact that they did. For anybody who thinks that any level of government, anybody here, could have been prepared precisely for what we're dealing with here, clearly are clueless. But right now, I'm out here to say that we're doing a good job.
So he and others are saying, please, to the former president and to others, stop spreading misinformation because it's hurting people in North Carolina.
I'm so glad to hear that he feels that way, but...
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're glad. He's the senator, you fucking dingbat. He's the senator of the state. What are you? What are you? You're a fucking ass clown, all right? We all know the gameplay. Anytime that you fight, you realize that Trump is going to be watching you, and you will make up whatever horse shit in order to compound the bullshit that is emanating from that gaping anus underneath Trump's nose. What do you expect? Here, look, let me show you something that I drew. This is called the Trump hurricane path. All right. And the one in blue is the storm. That's the reality of what it's going. But Trump, with his magic red Sharpie, is going to, right? He's going to move the storm down. He's going to move the storm, okay, away from Florida, away from North Carolina, South Carolina, simply with the help, this time, of the red Republican Trump Sharpie. All right. And with the help of that, he's going to avert more catastrophe and disaster because he and only he can fix it. You fucking bubblehead. All right. Let me tell you, here's the problem that Dana is trying to expand upon. You see, it's not just the idiots like Lara Trump or some of these other Trump acolyte sycophants that are spewing this misinformation. I want to show you the New York Post, the cover from this morning. Abandoned by FEMA, North Carolina town residents devastated by Helene left to fend for themselves, right? Cain and Abel. This is not true. This is not true. Will there be somebody who wants to make a name for himself, get on the front cover of the New York Post? Maybe he's a big MAGA supporter. Who the fuck knows? But it's just not true. And that's the part that's damaging and devastating, right? Because this is what Trump will do. They lie, and they lie, all of them, with impunity. Not only did you have Senator Tillis, but you also had Governor Kemp of Georgia came out and thanked President Biden for the response, and so did McMaster of South Carolina. Everything that they keep telling you is a lie, and I don't understand. So to those of you out there who are independent or you're not 100% sure who you're voting for November 5th, understand that a vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a fucking liar who doesn't have any empathy for anybody, including people completely devastated by something he doesn't believe in, and that's called climate change, right? He'll make fun of it. Oh, it quite frankly used to be called global warming, but now they couldn't use that because the earth is getting colder. Seriously? And here's something from FEMA's website that I want to show you. FEMA will only provide, this is of course a rumor, $750 to disaster survivors to support their recovery. Fact? No. This is false. This is a type of assistance that you may be approved for soon after you apply. It's called Serious Needs Assistance. This is exactly what Dana Bash was trying to get. Lara Trump, again, the person, you can take that down, that the person who is going to be the head of the Republican National Committee. She doesn't even understand what the hell is going on. And it's her own state that's been devastated. People who she and her family know forever. And this is what you're going to get. Lies, lies, and more lies. All right, last, I want to show you something from CNN's website. All right. On Monday, Trump falsely claims Biden hasn't answered calls from Georgia's governor. Now, during a visit to Georgia on Monday, Trump said of Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, he's been calling the president, hasn't been able to get him. Now, it was immediately clear that Trump's claim, ready for this, my friends, was false. It's a nice way of saying it was a fucking lie. Because Kemp, who is a Republican, in fact, not only is Kemp a Republican, so is Senator Tillis and McMaster. But Kemp, a Republican, told reporters earlier on Monday that he had spoken with Biden the day prior and that it was Kemp who had initially missed a call from Biden, not the other way around. Kemp then tells reporters that he had successfully called Biden right back, and Kemp then added, and this is a quote, he just said, "Hey, what do you need?" And I told him, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, and that he is Joe Biden, which I appreciate. But we've had FEMA embedded with us since a day or two before the storm hit. They were there in advance before the storm hit in our state operations center in Atlanta. We've got a great relationship with them. Go to the next part of this, because the next part is truly unbelievable. This is where Trump himself goes on and continues the lie. So what does Trump do? If he's not using his magic Sharpie, all right, what does he do? He's going to take care of everything by going on his untruth social platform. Because what does he do? He falsely claims, again, Biden-Harris response. Trump writes in his social media post on Thursday that Biden and Harris are universally being given poor grades for the way that they're handling the hurricane, especially in North Carolina. Take that down. Let me be very clear. The only one giving Joe Biden and Kamala Harris poor grades is Donald Trump. The only person who deserves a poor grade, not regarding the hurricane relief, because we know how he screwed that up so many times in the past when he was president. No, he gets a poor grade in empathy. He gets a poor grade in humanity. He gets a poor grade for just being an asshole. He gets a poor grade, an F, an F, and an F. And that's why I'm going to end this episode, as I do all, by saying make sure that you're registered to vote. In fact, I got my acknowledgement today. All right? Make sure you're registered to vote. Go to vote.org and make sure come November 5th, you do the smart thing. You do the right thing. We put an end to all this bullshit and vote Harris Walz 2024.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. We're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.